blood in the Malamute.
Below outside, hot whiskey inside. Every man in that room knew trouble had just walked through the door. Them boys were raising hell in the Malamute. Boots on the floor to a ragtime tune. Smoke hung low beneath the chandelier. Gold dust cards and the frontier fear. Back by the bar with a cold-eyed grin. Dangerous Dan kept dealing to win. Black coat, clean silver watch on cue. And leaning beside him was a woman named Lou. She wore red lips and a midnight stare, like every bad decision was awaiting there. Dan owned the room, or he thought he did, till the north wind opened and a stranger stepped in. Dog, dirty, cold, ice in his beard, eyes like a man who had buried his fear. He dropped one sack of gold on the wood, pour every man whatever he could. Nobody knew him, nobody asked, but every scar on his face had a story from the past. There was blood in the Malamute, fire in the room, a dead man walking to an old piano tune. He came from the cold with revenge in his veins for a woman who left him and a man who took her name. When the lanterns went black, two guns told the truth. One man died for vengeance, one died for Lou. The Yukon wind kept blowing like it already knew there'd be blood on the floor of the Malamute. The piano boy had wandered away, so the stranger sat down and began to play. Hands like claws, cracked and numb, but the whole damn saloon went silent and stunned. He played the sound of a frozen sky, of wolf tracks fading where lonely men die, of northern lights in a blackened world, and a gold-mad fool who once loved a girl. He played of hunger no meal could cure, of a warm little house and a love once pure. Four wooden walls and a fire burning blue, and every eye in the room turned slowly to Lou. Her painted face went pale underneath. Dan clenched his cards and he showed his teeth. The melody softened, then started to crawl like a ghost with a knife through the heart of them all. It sounded like trust getting dragged through dirt, like love turning poison, like memory hurt. Then it rose like thunder, savage and wild, the cry of a man who had lost his child, or maybe his home, maybe all that he knew, maybe everything stolen by Dan and Lou. The stranger stopped playing, the last note died, then he turned toward Dan with hell in his eyes. There was blood in the Malamute, fire in the room, a dead man walking to an old piano tune. He came from the cold with revenge in his veins for a woman who left him and a man who took her name. When the lanterns went black, two guns told the truth. One man died for vengeance, one died for Lou. The Yukon wind kept blowing like it already knew there'd be blood on the floor of the Malamute. He said, boys, you don't know me, and none of you care. I crossed half a hill just to find him sitting there. I froze in the mountains, I starved by the creek. I buried my mercy somewhere underneath. I gave that woman my money, my heart, and my name. Then Dan came around and she vanished the same. I dug through the winter with blood in my glove. A man can survive cold but not losing his love. Then you hound of the devil, you know what you did. You stole my whole future, then ran off and hid. So reach for your iron, don't beg and don't move. Tonight one of us dies in the Malamute. The lights went out, 2 barrels cracked. Smoke hit the ceiling, chairs hit the back. A woman screamed, somebody prayed. When the lamps came on, 2 debts had been paid. Dan lay twisted with blood on his vest. The stranger lay still with blue at his chest. She kissed his cold mouth like her heart had been true, but her fingers kept moving where he hit his gold too. That's the trouble with beauty. That's the trouble with gold. One makes men reckless, the other makes hearts cold. Maybe he came for justice, maybe Dan had to fall, but Lou took the money, and she outlived them all. There was blood in the Malamute, smoke beneath the moon. 2 dead men lying by an empty piano stool. One came for vengeance, one lived by the gun, and the woman between them walked away when it was done. When the lanterns went black, 2 guns told the truth. One man died for hatred, one died for Lou. The Yukon wind kept blowing through the cracks in the roof over blood-broken cards and the lies of Lou. The boys still tell the story when the northern nights turn blue, about Dangerous Dan, the man from the creeks, and the lady who robbed them both, the lady they called Lou.